Hey everyone, welcome to Moving Matt. We do all things cameras with a dash of vlogs and a little bit of travel. And this is Camera Wars, a show where we give you the latest camera news and let you know just how the battle is heating up. First up, did CNC just give away the Sony a7S IV announcement? Now listed on B&H, the new CNC MDXL A7 IV underwater housing is now available to order. Now despite the name, they are saying this is for the Sony a7R IV on B&H, but even on the actual rig you can make out the A7 IV at the bottom. Now is this actually just a typo and nothing more, or is this really pointing to a possible announcement? Personally, I don't think this lends much credence either way. The latest rumors have the A7 IV coming this September, which will be really interesting, especially considering now Canon rumors is saying that the R3 will for sure be announced in September as well. I guess only time will tell, but before we move on to the next story, I would like to take a second and appreciate how a product that at most takes $100 to manufacture cost $2,900.
Greed is good.
Next up, Tamron recently announced their telephoto lens for the Sony E-mount, the 150-500 f5 to 6.7, and it looks to be a good value at $13.99. But it looks like Tamron won't be playing in that field alone for long. According to Nakashita, Sigma will announce their 150-600 f5 to 6.3 very soon, which if my math is correct, at least on paper, sounds better. Now no word on the cost of the Sigma just yet, but if they can get close in that price range, I think they will have an advantage. Now it seems like everything has been delayed as of lately, so no promises, but if you've been eyeing the telephoto lens from Tamron, it may be worth seeing what Sigma has to offer. But speaking of delays, the Sony ZV-E10 has been delayed yet again. After Sony scheduled the YouTube press announcement video for July 7th, everyone expected that this time it was actually going to happen. Well, apparently July 7th was an extremely unfortunate date to schedule the product announcement because that marks the 84th anniversary of Japan's invasion of China. Now that act launched World War II in Asia, and was a truly horrible event that caused untold damage to millions of families, and until this day is a source of contention between these two countries. If the date wasn't poorly planned enough, it probably didn't help that the name of the press event was Capture More of Your World.
Wow.
Now understandably, Sony delayed the event and apologized. It was truly a great moment to see an apology, especially since everyone knows China has always been very apologetic with everything and would have totally done the same.
Right.
But even though we didn't actually get the ZV-E10 release, we did get even more leaked photos from Sony Alpha rumors that revealed even more about the camera, and there was even a leaked video that confirmed these specs. Most interesting new information to me is that it will have Sony's new digital hot shoe that will allow you to connect many Sony devices, not the least of which is the Sony shotgun mic that I owned in the past and until this day has been the most high quality shotgun mic I've ever used. Now, a big disappointment is that it will seemingly have the old Sony menu system, which to me makes zero sense, especially if they're trying to make this more accessible to the masses. It seems like you would want the most user-friendly menu system you have. I'm still holding out and hoping this was a pre-production software and it will be added later via future firmware. But while we are on firmware, Canon has made some major firmware moves for both the Canon EOS R6 and the 1DX Mark III. Both updates bring bug fixes, but most notably bring C-Log 3, which was a welcome addition to the Canon R5, which we received it a while back. But another welcome addition that hasn't yet been included in the R5 is the ability to dual record video in both card slots, a feature that many professional event videographers have been clamoring for a long time. Now, one caveat on the 1DX is that RAW and RAW Lite will not support dual recording, which I guess is expected, and to me definitely doesn't make this update any less impressive. Now, one big question that I'm sure many R5 owners will have is, when will this dual recording feature come to you? My guess would be very soon. I think two possible reasons for the delay could be that the R5 doesn't have the same type of cards in each slot, although I think that shouldn't be much of an issue, and more likely it will just limit the recording options to the slower SD card. The other issue could be the CF Express card heat slowing down the SD card and giving the R5 an added hurdle. But I think this will be or already has been sorted, and the firmware will most likely be headed your way very shortly. I personally love this update and think it's a game changer for Canon, but what do you think? Do you think it's as big of a deal as I do? Drop in the comment section below and let me know. But that is the current state of the camera wars. If you've liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Until next time, peace.